Hello and welcome, Rangers. I'm Joe. Here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
And let's hope people actually show up in the chat. Because otherwise that kind of defeats the point and purpose of this live stream, as it's to interact with other people and not just be trapped in an echo chamber. But to start with, this here Once and Always a Ranger episode was a long-awaited event, as it was meant to celebrate 30 years of Power Rangers. The trouble was that in a lot of ways it was overshadowed by the tragedy of the loss of GDF. It was, you had Amy Jo Johnson playing her usual song and dance number of, "Oh, I might show up, but I'm not going to," which I think we're all kind of used to it by this time. And you had this time Saban, which at least finally, I don't know what term to use. Like, I don't think manned up is quite right, because they have a lot of women working for them. But like they finally swallowed their pride, I guess, and actually went to David Yost and said, "Can you please show up?" Which one has to bear in mind, Yost has never really done wrong by the Saban or the fan base or anyone else, really. He just wanted the Ranger actors to unionize and just wanted some respect, and maybe a private apology from Saban for the abuse, which I don't know if they did that or not, but apparently they did enough that he came back to reprise the role of Billy. But let's be clear, David Yost probably did it for the fans, because the fans have been wanting him back, and the fans have always held strong around David Yost, which is pretty heartwarming. Walter Jones came back. For some reason, I don't think they were ever interested, Saban, I mean, in really previously inviting him back. He had demonstrated and said that he wouldn't mind coming back. He had no problems. Yet Saban did not seem interested in Zach as a character, which it's just like Zach's an icon for a reason. Hey there, my Ranger brothers. How are you guys doing today? Exhausted. We had a late night live stream over on Zero Sum 716's channel, as the Brothers Crin, our fantasy channel, all about Howard after almost half a week of Conan event stuff, because it was Howard Days, a big Robert E. Howard event. So we had to do a bunch of videos and live streams about that. So we're still kind of tired from that. But the show must go on, and you know what? It's a relief to, for once, get a slight break from Conan. I love Conan stuff. We're still doing a new book club podcast on that over at the Brothers Crin, but it's going to be nice to talk about something other than Robert E. Howard. Though, if anyone's interested in getting introduced to Howard or Tolkien or something, you can check out the Brothers Crin, our other channel. But anyways, how about yourself, Austin McNeil? Hope you're well. But yeah, like Walter Jones, though, I'm surprised he showed up. Surprised he got an invitation. Johnny Young Bosch and Karen Ashley only show up for 2 minutes at the end, which, given how prominent they were in the trailers, that's a bit of a tease. Sorry, I'm aggravated because I really like those two. That said, we also got Catherine and Steve Cardenas. Of course, those two were shafted because, they, like, I think it's almost in their contract. You will be shafted.
They were mainly there to just fill out the colors.
Then why even bring them? Like, I really do love Rocky and Kat as characters. I really love their characters. And Zeo, Kat has some great episodes. Rocky, I'm sorry, but Yeah, I saw Jason first, but in some ways, Rocky was my first Red Ranger. So he'll always have a special place in my heart. And that just wounds.
Happy birthday.
I'm doing great, buddy. And guess what? Today is my 25th birthday. Oh, happy birthday, my friend. Good for you.
Save us a piece of cake.
Well, hopefully we won't keep you from your loved ones for too long. But yeah, this episode had some minor problems, but it had some nice stuff as well. Min was a great surprise. I was very impressed by the actress and by honestly, the writing. I didn't find the greatest in this episode, if I'm being very honest, but Min was a solid character. And I really hope that they bring her back for a full season. I might actually watch a season if it's about Min. Though, hopefully the other characters would be up to snuff because, like, I don't know. I'm crabby and whiny by nature. I would hope that, the other Rangers can match up because...
Part of me also thinks maybe she should operate with a fresh new team.
Well, I'm just worried about the new team just not being well written or well acted.
That's fair.
Or either that or give her a solo series.
That's always a possibility.
Yeah, maybe a solo season would be better. I don't know. I'm just going to check something out. Oh, wow. There's someone over on Twitch watching. We often get at least one person on Twitch watching, and that's about it per stream. And then they watch us on the rewatch. But it'd be interesting to see if someone from Twitch might, at some point, comment. That'd be nice. Get a different perspective or something. I don't know. But, yeah, Min was a welcome surprise. I'm not... Now, when a previous actor dies or something and you have a posthumous passing of the torch, I always feel very uncomfortable with it. But everything with Min, except for the being the daughter of Zach thing, that was weird. And they didn't really do anything with that. So I'm actually, the way Zach interacted with her, if you told me they were not father and daughter and that he was just her godfather or something, I'd totally believe it. I found that much more likely because they didn't really act or behave like father and daughter, it seemed to me. And yeah. That said, Min filled out the boots really well. She was well acted. She was a great character. So, and I like that. Honestly, she felt like she was a bit more excitable a person than Trini. And as though she were, she actually felt like Trini's daughter to an extent. The actress did nail that and did nail the fact that this is a girl who does deep down revere her mother. Though, yeah, like just her being Yellow Ranger, I felt very unsure about that, but they did a great job. So maybe they should just lean in and give her her own season, and we'll see how it turns out. We're really great. Like having the old school Rangers back and the new command center and juice bar fight scene was good.
I like the fact that they included the juice bar as it looked like back in the day.
Oh yeah, the juice bar thing, especially the ending scene, was perfect. I really, really liked the end scene between Zach, Billy, and Min. That was perfect.
It was a callback to the traditions, and that was a scene which felt like a love letter.
Yeah. Can you imagine if we got the juice bar included in a Min season? It could have been way better, but it was still good. Yeah, that's exactly it. This was a very mediocre episode. Now, in an age when people corporations keep going, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing ever, and then it turns out really crappy, and people try to hype it up anyways, a mediocre episode is almost a blessing because, honestly...
I was honestly concerned about Min's description on paper, but the execution of the character was far better.
The only thing is, the problems with the episode are really at the end and at the beginning. And kind of if you ignore Rocky and Kat, which is easy to do in this episode, in the middle. But at the beginning, the capture of, well, the death of Trini, the way it's done, I have a bit of a problem with. As I said in the video, with which my problem is just I just don't feel comfortable killing off Trini as a character. It's just I just feel uncomfortable with it. But I've said that enough times. Maybe other people are more comfortable with it, so I won't belabor the point. The other thing I found that no, you can't do is you can't have Tommy and Kimberly captured. They're just too powerful. They're just too good. And the toys in the background of TJ, Cassie, Leo, Mike, or no, not Mike, Kai. No, they would never get captured. Now, I've come around to the thinking of maybe Jason might, and that could have been the crowning moment for Rita. But the thing about Tommy and Kim is that they reached a point in universe when, not gonna lie, I don't even believe that Zed could capture them.
These are two Rangers that could exchange blows with Zed eventually.
Yeah.
But Rita capturing them?
No. And now Jason, I could come around to it, but that'd have to be Rita's crowning moment to an extent. Oh, and there's also the capture of Adam and Aisha. I can't see it. I can't see that either. It's just, there's stuff that stretched my suspension of disbelief at the beginning. Now, at the end, when they stormed the palace, it was too easy. And there's the thematic thing of Zach saying, you don't want to do revenge. But you know what? Watch me as I exact revenge on Rita. Okay, Frank Castle, let's take a minute and let's actually think about this thematically. How does this make any sense? How can he lecture her that you become a monster if you take revenge and then take revenge at the end of the episode? Thematically, I don't get it. I don't understand how that works. And I know people might say, well, no, it was justice. No, that was vengeance. That was vengeance at the end. He says, this is for Trini. That means it's for revenge. Now, that being said, does this destroy the episode? Thematically, kind of. But in terms of watchability, the episode's still watchable. Like,
there's aspect of the episode quality that is actually pretty good.
Although, weirdly, I don't know if I'll rewatch this like 6 months or a year down the road, but if I do, I imagine it'll be primarily for the Min, some of the Zach stuff, and obviously the Billy stuff, because I'm a Billy fanboy. And that's about it. Like, there's some scenes I'm probably going to skip through, but those three characters are what I watched this episode for. And that's all, like, with the funeral part, or at least the discussion of Trini's death, there, I think that they could have included maybe one or two more Rangers. I mean, for Rocky and Kat into the conversation at least, because if they're even going to feature in the episode, have them feature in the episode.
The Santos and
Steve Cardenas.
Cardenas and Jones expressed for a long time that they would have liked to be Rangers at the same time together.
Oh yeah. In the commercial, yeah, they ended up saying, "Oh yeah, we've both been Mighty Morphin, but not on the same team. It's gonna be fun." And then basically they don't even interact, and
it's a pity because it would have been really cool. I mean, sure, I like Steve Cardenas teleporting in the middle of his lunch,
which that's a great callback to the old days. But heck, if they do a new team, part of me would kind of think, okay, so let's say you get Min as leader of a new team. If you have to have a new team, have it be like Rocky and Aisha's son or something as the new Red Ranger, Tyrannosaurus Ranger. Maybe, I don't know, Adam and Tanya's son as the new Black Ranger, Mastodon Ranger or something. Maybe Well, maybe Tommy's daughter is the new Pink Ranger,
Yeah.
or okay, Tommy's daughter is maybe pink, or maybe maybe Tommy's daughter is pink and son is green. And you can't have a new White Ranger because that's kind of Tommy particular.
Yes.
As for the new Blue Ranger, maybe Billy's daughter or something. Maybe like make that a chick instead. Because you do need, like, why not have another chick on the team? Because and I say Billy's daughter because why not? One could always make Billy a single parent or something.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah, like that'd be pretty interesting. That's probably what I would do for that lineup. Either that or maybe give Jason a daughter and make her the Blue Ranger.
That would be an interesting twist because the passionate Red Ranger gives way to a daughter that
Is more of a nerd.
is more of a nerd.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe the chat will decide better than I. But I just think that if you have to have these a legacy team, why not that? But I do think firmly maybe have Min be the leader because they kind of cemented her as a solid Ranger in the Once and Always a Ranger episode. And while I know in Boom Studio Comics they had Trini lead a team, which makes no sense to my mind. She's not a leader by nature in any way. I'm not trying to diss Trini. She's just not a leader by nature.
She prefers to be a mediator
and a healer and whatnot. She's very much a different. She's more like a mentor, like a Mr. Miyagi. And Mr. Miyagi is not a leader. When you rewatch the Karate Kid movies, he's not a leader. Danny has to take charge in the storyline because Mr. Miyagi kind of follows Danny's lead. And even in his relationship with his girlfriend, what's her name? He kind of follows his girlfriend's lead. Mr. Miyagi, I mean. And the same kind of applies to Trini. But with Min being the leader of a team, it would make sense. And it'd be interesting to have another Yellow Ranger be a leader, since you pretty much had Kira, who was a leader to an extent, not counting Tommy in Dino Thunder. So, yeah, that's how I would follow up on Once and Always a Ranger. Because this is a great setup for the pilot to a new series or something. And to kind of harken back to Mighty Morphin. And maybe to give better transformation or morphing sequences. I mean, Adam got a great one in Operation Overdrive. Why not give a great one to, 6 Rangers? Oh, whoops. Rob Kiersey. Hello. How are you, Rob Kiersey? He said was correct on all points of the special. And the way that Jason, Kim, and Tommy got captured was so wrong because the 3 are the strongest Rangers on the OG team. Yeah. Although I'll actually say that maybe Billy, I kind of rank him a little above Jason, but I'm biased. And that's because of the movie. I kind of lean towards Billy.
And Billy spent more time with the Rangers.
Yeah. But that said, yeah. On the other hand, Jason has appeared multiple times since and has mentored a team in a similar manner as what Tommy did. So to have him get captured so easily by Rita, it's so weird.
Because early in the Mighty Morphin series, sure, Jason got captured a couple of times, but he's inexperienced, he's young, he's a teenager. By the time of Once and Always a Ranger, he's an adult. He would have had a lot more of that experience, and he would know.
Oh, yeah. All right. They shouldn't have used the Green Ranger. No, they shouldn't have. They really shouldn't have. Or use Trini or Kim. I agree. I liked that Rocky was a firefighter, though. Oh, he became a firefighter.
Yeah.
I forgot about that detail. Yeah. No, I'm my brain is so tired that I forgot about. I'm forgetting more. Yeah. I just remember thinking, oh, does this mean we could get a team up between Carter and Rocky? Oh, I
Oh,
want a
boy.
special. No, I want a special of those two teaming up and fighting against someone like Vipra together. That would be so fucking cool. I remember just
which one would pull the more impulsive action?
Rocky.
And that's hard to beat because
Well, Carter can be impulsive, but let's
let's
Rocky-
not discount Rocky.
Rocky is one of the most level-headed and rational and tactical and strategic fighters in Mighty Morphin. But on the other hand, when Aisha was in danger in the movie, remember, against those bone monsters, the first one to charge in was Rocky, and the first one to get knocked out was Rocky. So, and the first one to almost charge the boulder monsters was Rocky. He's always the first in a fight. He is the ape. He's always the first to challenge the enemy. The only problem is sometimes this ends badly for him. Sometimes this ends badly for the enemy. Yeah, but as a firefighter, honestly, I'd love to see him, Captain Mitchell, and Carter in the same scene. Like, can you just imagine those three? Or even Ryan, Carter, and Rocky all morphing together in the middle of a fire or with a bomb nearby on top of a fire.
That would be a dream team.
That would be so metal, to quote Zero Sum. Oh my gosh. Also, the in-space team, no way would have been captured at all. Now, I'll actually, no, I'm going to actually say I think Andros would have been kind of, well, the thing with Andros is I'd say he could be captured because if his sister gets captured, he's going to probably lower his guard, get impulsive. And so I think that he'd be a little easily captured, but it's more in the context of Andros tends to get emotional where his sister's concerned. And TJ, I have a hard time seeing him captured. Okay, he's just very strategic, TJ.
And I'll give Andros one thing.
Well,
instead of being a fighter, he's a scout, so he can be very sneaky and clever.
Now, if his sister's not involved, now I'm not trying to blame his sister. I'm not blaming Astronema. I just mean if she's caught, he's probably going to get caught.
He's going to get impulsive.
But on the other hand, if Astronema's nowhere near the scene, because she's his Achilles heel, if she's nowhere nearby, there's no way Andros is getting captured. He's slippery like an eel. Like, remember, we got to bear in mind, like Forever Red and the Machine Empire was way better than Mecha Rita. They were giving chase after Andros and they couldn't keep up with him.
And he's apparently, according to that episode, it's subtle that Andros has been keeping tabs on this for quite some time.
Yeah, on behalf of Tommy. So
he might not be the biggest fighter, but he's clever. He's slippery. Now, he has other skills to contribute to the Power Rangers.
Yeah. Now, I don't think he could beat Mecha Rita in a straight fight. I'm not much of an Andros fan. But on the other hand, could she, kill him or capture him? I don't see it. Like, he's a character I find he falls off a cliff. You assume he's dead. Pfft, no way. He's got 9 lives. He's a cat.
And
him and Leo always escape. No, they always have to escape. So, sorry if I was I'm not trying to be antagonistic or contrarian, Rob Kiersey. I had to actually work through it verbally. And Dan, I needed to hear Dan's view and yours. And so, yeah, Andros not getting caught, now that I think about it.
And there are many other Rangers that wouldn't get caught, like Kai and Leo from Lost Galaxy. Kai is too intelligent, and Leo...
He's Han Solo.
He's Han Solo.
Well, Han Solo could get caught, so maybe we should compare Leo more to Kyle Katarn.
Yeah, because he actually fought Trakina to a standstill several times.
Yeah. The Psycho Rangers were far worse than Rita. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I wanted to read your comment in pieces, Rob Kiersey, because this was a great comment. I got to try to keep up. If I could pick the next generation of the Mighty Morphin team, would be Jason and Kim's son. I still don't see that pairing. Sorry, Austin. As the Red Ranger and their daughter as the new Pink Ranger. Billy's son or daughter as Blue.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yo, bro. Hey, Porter 1992. How are you? Hope all's well. And finally, we got a comment from someone on Twitch. Yay! Also, I seen that the red Dino Thunder Ranger was captured. Come on. I'm just thinking. Oh, that could be Connor. Wait, if he was caught, where's Ethan? Those two come as a pair. Like, you know what I mean? If one's caught, the other has to be caught. If one's not caught, the other is not going to be caught. That's the thing with those two. They always come as a pair.
And another question is, where was Kira?
Yeah. I can't see her getting caught either. Lost Galaxy was insane. Oh yeah, insanely good.
I really enjoyed that series.
All right. Zach's son is Black and Tommy's son is the new Green Ranger. What do you guys think? Well, for one thing, I can't see Kim and Jason together. I know this is kind of our disagreement here. I guess I could see maybe Tom. Well, yeah, Tommy's son, no matter what, is Green Ranger. Zach's son is Black. I could see it.
I'd probably set things up to say maybe he gets a daughter instead, and it's another color.
Maybe pink.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a twist, where Black is a masculine color, his daughter becomes a very feminine color.
Yeah, and actually, has there ever been a African American Pink Ranger? I can't remember if there's ever been one.
You guys could let us know which series.
Go Perry. Oh no, you've gotten us started. Formal Goose Foundation. Oh no, now we're going all. Oh god, that theme. I love that theme. Anyways, Pink Ranger. Yep. Oh gosh, we're so far behind. What did you think about the latest Rainbow Ranger the trans community are pushing for? There's such a okay, hold on. There's a push for a Rainbow Ranger. I had no idea.
The only real Rainbow Ranger I could think of is Tommy.
Yeah, because he's been in so many colors. Don't really have an opinion, Porter. I honestly I had no idea that was even a thing or a movement in terms of Power Rangers. I still like the idea of Zach's daughter being a Pink Ranger and having an African. Like, it's about time. I think we've had what? We've had Asian, Native. We've had Hispanic Pink Rangers. We've not had an African American Pink Ranger.
Not to our knowledge.
That's what we need. Zach's son is Black.
Yeah, Black?
Oh God, yes.
Monty Python jokes are right there.
He's Black? No, it'd be Mel Brooks.
Okay, Mel Brooks.
Yeah. Oh God, I saw an episode of Lost Galaxy here on YouTube in 2009. Psycho Ranger killed the Pink Ranger. That was an awesome episode. I
loved it. And sure, the backstory behind that episode is the actress
had leukemia and then she beat it. That is the greatest story of that season. It's a great season, but that is the most beautiful part. I love that she actually beat leukemia, and that was like, she is such a great woman. She's incredible.
I find Kendricks is a very underrated character.
Yeah. The fact that they are morphing two Rangers, one male and one female, into a mega rainbow. What? You can't fuse two Rangers. Okay, I'm confused. So they both morph and they become one person. Is that how it works? Like, I don't understand. Sorry if I'm stupid here. I haven't slept since last night, so
that
I don't understand. Do take pity on me, Formal Goose Foundation, or in YouTube Porter. Just the movie theme was the best, along with Zeo. Yes. Zeo has a great theme, stronger than before.
How about Lightspeed Rescue?
Oh yeah, Lightspeed Rescue. Oh god, that's something Power Rangers always done great. The theme songs, I love the soundtracks. It's super hard to take seriously. Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to figure out how two people could like. Is it supposed to be like Fires? Is it Firestar in DC Comics? Like two people who merge into one?
Firestorm.
Firestorm, that's it. Is it like that? I'm trying to understand.
I was just thinking Dragon Ball GT
Oh, you mean like the
fusion dance.
Is it like that? I can't believe they banned Digimon because it was deemed too extreme. That was Digimon Extreme. Like, admittedly, the first season of Digimon was essentially Lord of the Flies meets Narnia. And it does become Lord of the Flies towards the end as you have Ty and Matt trying to kill each other and whatnot. But it has great themes. I actually think Digimon in 100 years, at least the first season, will still be viewed and debated and whatnot. This is what the trans community wants to happen. Well, okay, just because they want that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Because we got to bear in mind, Saban, Saban might do something like that. I don't know. But I don't see them doing that more because I think that they're going to try to, I pray that they pounce on the golden opportunity that is Min. And if that's the case, I think they're mostly going to go for nostalgia factor. Now, I was not on board with a continuation of Power Rangers with GDF gone, but maybe one more season and that's it for me because I want to see more of Min. Yeah, I've been won over. I seen in a skit, Nakia Burris wore the MPR pink costume. She looked awesome in it. Oh, I can imagine. She's a very good-looking woman, and she's an incredible actress. Yeah. And I've seen her on her channel with the cat actress. She's got a lot of energy. I really like her. She's so freaking positive. I have to admit, I do look up politics sometimes. I get depressed, then I go to that channel and I get cheered up. I sometimes do that. Or I listen to the two while writing and I have a good laugh. I love it when they do the super chat thing. They just have a dance. They do like this entire dance thing. It's awesome. It's awesome. Like, honestly, those two, like, they're keeping this community alive.
Yeah.
And I could safely say, God bless them. They're just such great ladies. Black Ranger and Pink Ranger morph into one Mega Ranger. Oh. Well, okay. My mind blanked there.
I honestly don't think it's smart to do that because they're going to alienate a whole audience.
Okay. Sorry if my brain went blank. I'm like, how does that? No, I don't want any fusion dance stuff from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. I'm going to be honest. I didn't even like the fusion dance thing in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. So, yeah, that's my view. I don't, even if it was two male characters fusing together, I wouldn't be on board with it. I thought this was what the Zords were for. Like everyone goes into the Zord and whatnot. Okay. I heard they were considering going for a Marvel multiverse style. Oh. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I wonder if that would mean they'd give every individual Ranger his own season or movie. I've been pushing for that for a while. Ivan Ooze gave me nightmares for years. Oh, I get it. Blue
Yeah,
Fox,
he was a great villain.
I loved Ivan Ooze. He actually did give me nightmares for a few months there back in '95. I was 4, but here's the thing: my dad still made me rewatch it because it's tough it out. You got to learn to conquer your fears, and I loved him even more as a villain. I love him.
The ham-fisted acting style really sold it.
I really loved that it was a Shakespearean actor who took to his role. He was such a Paul Friedman, I think it is. He was he's such a great actor. I love him. Ivan. Oh, but also welcome Blue Fox 1901. You're very welcome here. I remember that show too, which Digimon. Oh yeah, it was great. Maybe we should start up on the sci-fi corner before we get to Barsoom in a few weeks. We start reviewing Digimon over there.
Maybe.
I mean, I get what you were saying about having Jason and Kim together, but it would definitely make sense, because Tommy has Cat. Who would Jason be with besides Kim? There's that Emily girl. Didn't he get together with her at the end of Zeo? And they're my most favorite Ranger couple. Okay, you're welcome to having a favorite. I won't knock you for that or knock the pairing. I think Lightspeed MO was the worst series. Oh, come on. Mainly because of Blue Ranger. Yeah, the Blue Ranger there sucked.
He was a weak point in that.
But it had Joel.
I mean,
The Sky Cowboy. And I had Carter and Donna. They were great. And Ryan and Captain Mitchell. Like, honestly, I actually think it's one of the best seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But-
And I also like the Yellow Ranger in there.
Oh, she was great. I think it's one of the best seasons. But you're welcome to disagree, Porter 1992. You're very welcome to disagree. He was terrible. Yeah, I will
Yeah,
admit.
it was like the Lost Galaxy Green Ranger.
Okay. What's your view on the plans for a 2028 Power Rangers film? Just there? No, I'm not on board with it. Where they're going to have Ranger teams of all of the same color, each from a different community. Black Rangers from Africa, Pink Rangers from Europe, and Red Rangers from Native America, among others. It's madness. I just don't. Okay, like I said, I think one last season for Min, but before that, I was like, I don't know. Maybe this franchise should continue in novels and comic books and cartoons, because it's just with GDF gone, I kind of found that he became it's just he was carrying the franchise, and when he passed, I have a hard time. I still love the franchise, and I want to do some videos in the next few weeks on Dino Thunder, maybe Lost Galaxy, and maybe one on Lightspeed Rescue. But for like future seasons and movies, I don't know. It's just
the closest thing I could think of that I would much prefer is that if they're going to have, for example, an entire team of Blue Ranger, let, for example, Billy, TJ, or even Kai lead a team of Blue Rangers past. And
yeah. Oh, Yellow Ranger and Lightspeed was incredible. I think he's crushing there
oh yeah,
with those hearts in the eyes. Oh yeah, yeah. She was a great character.
She was a great character.
I mainly watched seasons 1 and 2. Digimon also had a bad guy. The Emperor became a good guy. Yeah. The first season was perfect. Joel.
Yes. Yes.
Sasha Williams. That was probably the actress for the Yellow Ranger. Hopefully, we're catching up with the chat. I'm so slow with this. Why they are thinking of bringing back Tickle Sneezer? Is it villain? I have no idea who Tickle Sneezer is. What's your thoughts on the Red Ranger and Time Force? I don't have any thoughts because I've not seen Time Force in, what was it, like 24 years, I think. So I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I haven't watched Time Force at all.
Yeah, I watched a bit of it in around 1999 or 2000 or 98, sometime around there. When it first came out, when it first came out, I saw a bit of it. I haven't seen it since. And I want us to go back to it. But I want to do the reviews in order from Mighty Morphin through to Dino Thunder and whatnot. But I'm thinking we're going to just do a few quick videos of non-Mighty Morphin stuff for just a short break. And yeah. And Carter was a complete badass. Oh, yeah. I love Carter. If there's anyone you want to have your back, it would be Jason, Tommy, and Carter. Oh, yeah.
Add Leo to that mix. He's one of my favorite Rangers. And he think he is your favorite. Yeah, he could keep up with some of the best fighters.
I'd probably rank him as, in terms of a swordsman, probably the second best swordsman of the Power Rangers. Well, maybe him and... Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where Rocky and Jason rank, but I know like Leo I'd rank just below Tommy. Tommy's the only one I could see probably outperforming him in a sword fight. But yeah, Time Force was like Power Rangers combined with Hollywood. Wonderful. Little off topic, but if you could pick one Ranger outfit to cosplay, which Ranger and which series? That's a tough one.
Yeah.
As a kid, it would have been Blue Ranger or Black Ranger for either of us. Or I would have wanted to cosplay as the Red Turbo Ranger because I was a big fanboy of TJ. But as an adult, okay, you go first, Dan.
Oh boy, throwing me
under the bus, yeah, to save my own skin.
Yeah, I like the Mystic Forest costumes.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, on one hand, I'd be tempted to go cosplay as Lord Zad, but I think
It'd have to be a ranger outfit.
I'll stick with Carter or Leo.
I think for me, maybe maybe the Red Ranger costume from the movie. I just really loved those outfits. Would you guys be interested in flying to the UK? They're doing a West End musical for Paris. Oh, that sounds awesome! I would love to see that. Okay, when are they doing that? When are they doing that? Can you let us know? I might like if it's sometime in January or February, because we're going to be moving in July. For new jobs, which will be paying better, we might be able to actually fly over to the UK if it's in January or February or something.
Because I would love that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't see why they need to bring LGBT into the series. Trini, to be honest, her coming out as
Qua?
she came out as what? Lesbian? I thought it was the Yellow Ranger. What's her name from the Lightspeed Rescue was the lesbian. I don't think Trini was a lesbian. Wasn't she into the Richie guy?
Yeah, she was into Richie.
Yeah. I actually heard Doctor Who Anniversary Special is going to have David Tennant dressed as Black Ranger. Oh, cool. For me, if I wasn't fat, I'd cosplay the White Ranger. Hey, you could still do it. You could still do it.
It's like I actually went to a convention one. There was a woman who needed braces to walk. She actually
A
dressed
walker?
Oh
yeah, crutches.
And she actually cosplayed as Deku from My Hero Academia. And the character, whenever he uses too much of his strength, injures himself. So she fitted into her.
All right, 1 second. I'm just going to do one thing, West, and I'm noting this down. Thank you, Blue Fox 91. Muse
Kelsey. That's the yellow Lightspeed Ranger.
Thank you. Me and names. So, all right. Thank you, Blue Fox. We're going to look it up more. Thank you so very much.
January.
Yep. We might be able to make that.
Oh, boy.
I can get tickets as my dad works on production there. Oh, you are so blessed, my friend. He's helping out with the costumers. Oh, yay. That's awesome. Congrats. And wow, you're very fortunate to have such a father.
I wish we could.
We're going to be saving up quite a bit of money. I have to pay for the production of my novel, The Brotherhood of the Gemstone, around September. But after that, if all goes well, given how much money we'd be making on those islands, because we're moving to a bunch of islands in the Atlantic for work, both of us for separate jobs in the same place, the rent will hopefully be cheaper. But even if it isn't, we'd be making enough to do well. Of course, we need a house sitter for the dog, but we'd probably be able to go for like a week or two. Yeah, we could probably swing it. White Ranger just reminds me of the Commonwealth in Walking Dead. We don't
watch Walking Dead,
so don't catch the reference. Sorry. Man, they ripped White Ranger off so hard. It's all over the internet. Trini was an openly gay parent. What?
No.
Not
Kelsey is the first.
Probably lesbian one because her and that astronaut chick.
Yeah.
I would definitely do Mighty Morphin red and gold combined. Okay, that actually sounds really awesome. Yeah. Like obviously as a nod to Jason. What's your job going to be? I'm pretty much going to be working janitorial, possibly, but I'm hoping to. I'm also going to be applying for a radio position in those islands. So optimistically radio, but more likely I'm going to be working janitorial, which will be fine. Dan will be working in education. Haley in Dino Thunder, they wanted to make a lesbian, which, by the way, her last name was Zichter, maybe related to Carl Zichter, that bad guy from VR Troopers. It was a syndicated show, if you don't know.
I remember VR Troopers.
Okay, Dan remembers.
Our brother was heavy into that.
The internet says other wise guy on the right. Oh. Hey guys, how's it going? Legacy of Nerd.
Hey,
I wow. So you actually nice design for your thing. Um, but we're doing pretty well. I'm exhausted from last night's stream. I'm not used to staying up all night, but it was a great stream. And how are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Okay, whatever to pay the bills, man. Yeah, but you know what? I'd be earning twice as much as I do at my current janitorial position, so it'll allow me to make more money and make it in time for a musical.
yeah.
That's gonna be awesome, and to get those costumes. Oh, great. So, bit of an odd question. Ever hooked up with another girl in a ranger costume? No. No, actually, we were little kids when we last kind of did the cosplay thing.
Actually, I did some a couple years back. I really like cosplay.
Well, I meant he said as a Power Ranger.
Oh, Power Ranger. Okay, I never did Power Ranger cosplay.
Yeah. Hey, Legacy of Nerd. How you been, buddy? Okay. Legacy of Nerd is probably a much bigger channel than ours. So my ignorance, like I said, I don't really go looking for other Power Ranger channels. I just stick to watching the show. But if there's another channel out there, great. Glad to have you. To give me extra gravitas. Good. Hey, Austin. How are you, my friend? Okay. We're caught up. Now, on the other hand, I stumbled across an old VHS tape at a charity shop of an unaired pilot, but my dad taped over it with some other stuff. Yeah, we've both seen the unaired pilot, and the aired pilot was a lot better.
That is pure evil.
I'm doing awesome. Today's my birthday. Yeah. Once again, happy birthday.
Taping over the pilot like that was evil.
Yeah. Actually, the Hispanic actress they originally intended for the Yellow Ranger role was really, really good. She was really good. I really like Trini, but that character was also an actress was also really good. If only they got her in for a later season.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Because, I don't know. I thought she had a lot of potential. Either that or a seventh Ranger. I don't know. But for one thing,
Okay.
He wanted me to watch Real Men in Colored Suits. He doesn't understand my love for Power Rangers. Yeah, our mother's the same way. She doesn't understand our love for Power Rangers.
But Real Men in Colored Suits and that kind of stuff, that's non-existent unless you're looking for niche stuff.
Yeah. So a 12th birthday party, I dressed as Red Ranger. Good for you. But my mom thought it would be cool to invite everyone dressed as Black Ranger. Oh, God. Problem was I loved Black Ranger. Broke down in tears. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. That sounds tough. Worst birthday ever. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear. Y'all in my group and was checking you all out before I proved it. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Honestly, we're kind of new to the whole Ranger tubing community because we've generally stuck in our own little corner, the Power Ranger Corner. Hence the title. But because we haven't gone looking for the other Ranger YouTubers because we just like to watch the show. And so we're not sure what other Ranger tubers tend to say. I don't think we even read much the comics and stuff. Last comic I read was I think a Turbo or Zeo comic from the 90s, and it wasn't very good. But overall, I do know that there are other Power Ranger YouTubers, and they're much better than us. But I just don't tend to give it thought. I make the videos about Power Rangers because I have to. I really love this season, and I want to pitch into the community and whatnot. And I'm going to be honest, no word of a lie. There was a time we wanted to just make the channel, get to 1,000, and be able to actually interview GDF and get to talk to him and thank him for everything he did for our childhood because we really admired him. But that fell through. So now we're just making the videos to keep things alive and in honor of him. And because, you know what, we just love the 95 movie and want to just make content on the 95 movie. And Dan also wants to make Lost Galaxy content at some point, and I want to do Dino Thunder.
And
So-
Lightspeed Rescue.
And Lightspeed Rescue, of course. I'm following you guys are great. Oh, thank
Thanks.
you, Porter. Really appreciate that. And if you're following us on Twitch, it means you're probably seeing also a lot of our fantasy stuff, which is also pretty fun to talk about. So thank you. And you're great too. Sometimes I dress as Green Ranger. Oh, that's great. And patrol my neighborhood. Okay. That's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. Found any trouble yet, but I remain vigilant. Okay. Like a neighborhood watch dressed as Power Rangers. Like, I hope that there's others who do that, because that sounds really, really cool.
I just had the thought of, you know how JDF was from Texas? A bunch of Texans patrolling the streets dressed in Power Rangers.
Yeah, but he's in England. So that just, I think he's in England. That just makes it even cooler.
Yeah.
Or it's the US. I don't care. It just sounds awesome and metal. Listen, next person I was giving my neighbors grief, I'm gonna gun them down as Red Ranger. Oh god.
Can't see red on red.
Oh gosh. Go neighborhood watch. Do. That sounds awesome. And keep the cell phone ringtone as the Power Ranger theme. Oh, whoops. That's one thing I wish I could have done. Told him thank you for portraying the Green and White Ranger. Yeah, God, yeah. God, yeah. He was such a great man. We wanted to do the same thing. Walker, Texas Power Rangers. Yeah, go Texas. I'm from Texas. Oh, good for you. Oh, we're both Texophiles. I love Texas. We actually got into Texan culture for Robert E. Howard and Hour of the Dragon and whatnot, and Conan the Barbarian stuff. But then finding out GDF was Texan also added to our love. And there's also some Texan cuisine I tried, which was really good. Mostly steaks. So yeah, good for you. Love your state. Your state's probably my favorite in the Union. I don't know if that stands.
Very nice people.
Oh yeah.
I've spoken with people from that area of the state. They're generally very polite, very nice. Yes, they can be harsh, and they have
They're practical.
they're practical. They expect the best from you.
But I actually had the experience. I managed to scratch off my bucket list because we used to watch X-Men as kids. I got called Sugar by two different women from Texas on the phone, and it was so great. Sorry, that I just love that I was called all right, Sugar, and it's like yes, something on my bucket list scratched off. I shouted in Morphin time as some kids who were being loud and they didn't run. I remain vigilant. Yeah. Plus, GDF is the reason I got into martial arts films. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's how our oldest brother kind of got into martial arts films at one point.
Yeah.
Let's all morph into the Morphin Vigilante Range. Okay, that sounds awesome. And Google link? Okay, we'll have to check that out later. I was pretty lucky to meet him. Oh, one of the guys from my group interviewed GDF. Whoa. You're very fortunate, my friend. Very fortunate. Good for you, that friend and you. Yeah, I've spoken to a lot of people who met Jason David Frank, and they all said he was really nice. To be quite honest, I'm thinking maybe when we hit 500 or 1,000, trying to approach Steve Cardenas to interview him and try to go from there and interview some of the other actors. I want to get that off the bucket list and actually, just because we didn't get to interview GDF doesn't mean we can't interview the rest of them. But I figure start with Steve Cardenas because he's one of my favorite Red Rangers, and he seems the most chill in some ways and maybe the most willing to go on a small channel. Where, like, I actually do understand those actors who are like, I'm not going on a channel below like 1,000 subs or something. I would understand that. It was amazing. I can imagine. Love 90s X-Men. It was a great series. Oh God. The 90s had so many themes. You can come on across a bit strong. I had to knock out a Texan at cosplay the other year. Oh wow. Said my chef was the ugliest Pink Ranger he's ever seen. Yeah, that's not, you don't say that. Safe to say that's the last time he dresses as Black Ranger. Well, he was black and blue by the time I was done. Most Texans we've met have been sweet and kind and great. Actually, the publishers, the soon-to-be publishers of my novel is a Texan publishing house. But I'm going to be honest, that Texan was
Good
Yeah.
for you.
yeah, you did the right thing. I don't agree typically with physical violence, but you don't call a man's woman ugly like that, or especially such a slur. Like he's the ugliest Pink Ranger you've ever seen. No, you be courteous and polite. It's not just me on patrol. Some of my buddies go out as stormtroopers. Oh God, that's pretty funny.
It's like the one convention I heard where you had a bunch of stormtrooper cosplayers that walked up to a couple of different Jedi cosplayers and arrested them, and the two Jedi played along.
Oh God, you guys, I gotta go. I'll see you next time. Okay, I may the power protect you all. I may the power protect
Thank
you.
you, and enjoy your birthday.
Yeah, hope you have a big cake. Who's your favorite mutant? Oh, from X-Men. I haven't thought about that. Maybe, I don't know. I'll say Magneto.
Yeah, he's a good choice. I mean, you caught us off guard, and
I don't think about X-Men too much anymore, but
my mind's on Power Rangers, so I think I'm gonna say Gambit.
yeah. No, wait, mine would probably be Hank McCoy now that I think about it.
Yeah,
The Beast, because he can quote Shakespeare. And I always had a soft spot for Hank McCoy. So it's not Magneto, it's Hank McCoy. I just answered Magneto on instinct to an extent, thinking about the cartoon. But I like Hank McCoy a lot better. Now that I think about it. He was always my favorite character. I've gotten to interview ASG, Austin St. John. Oh, David Fielden, Karen Ashley. Oh, Karen Ashley, she's one of my favorites. Ironically, she was my first crush as a kid. She's just phenomenal. I want to interview her at some point. But good for you. Awesome, man. And most of In Space. Oh my gosh. Have you gotten to interview Selwyn Ward? I love TJ. So, like, most of the Rangers are pretty cool. Yeah, they definitely come off that way.
Mm-hmm.
They really seem down to earth. They're not Hollywood types for the most part. That's what I like about them. Mine would be Jean Grey. Good choice.
Oh, for good reasons.
Yeah, Jean is a great character.
Yeah.
Was GDF as many people's childhood hero, but for him, Chuck Norris was his, which he shared photos of them meeting each other, which I think is awesome because Walker, Texas Ranger is my favorite cop show. That's interesting. That's really cool. Thanks, Rob Kiersey. Really appreciate you letting us know that. Didn't know that. Austin, happy birthday. Mate, hope someone makes your cake with Power Rangers on the top. Yes.
I had a cake like that when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Gambit was mine, although Magneto was a great anti-hero. Mr. Sinister made him look like a choir boy. Yeah. Sinister's a great villain.
Between Sinister and Mystique.
Yeah. Selwyn Ward is the only one I'm missing. Oh, you got to interview him. Let us know. We'll actually watch that. Selwyn Ward I loved his interpretation of TJ. And I've seen him in some videos and whatnot. He looks like he's got a great sense of humor. My dad said I have to be in by 7 p.m. when on patrol. I think if he comes with me, I can stay out until 8. I remain vigilant. Oh, okay. That's cool. And you know what? Sounds like your dad really dotes on you. And yeah. I got nothing more to say. Like, that's great that you have such a great relationship with your dad. I think Transformers copying Megas were a big time. Transformers came out in the 80s. Power Rangers came out in the 90s.
I think we're dealing with two different series that showed up essentially might be similar time, because we know Power Rangers, a lot of the stock footage and
Super
come
Sentai.
from Super Sentai overseas from Japan, whereas Transformers was something far more Western. So
give TJ a Master Morpher. Yes. Oh yeah, I want to see TJ in a. Oh man.
Maybe TJ should be a White Ranger
in a future season. Oh yeah, totally. No Way Optimus Prime is original. I like Optimus Prime. How can I send you an image? I have an image for the Rainbow Rangers series for 2028. Well, if you go on YouTube and you look up Power Rangers Corner, pretty much separate words, you can find our YouTube channel, and or you could look for us on Twitter on the Brothers Kryn, where and message us that image and we'll check it out. Like I said, you can maybe post it in our community tab in one of the posts we made. I think you can post images on, well, yeah, we're on the Power Rangers Corner over in on YouTube. So yeah, Iron Man, would you go out on patrol? I don't know.
Might be fun.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. It would be an interesting experience. So yeah, give me Japan over the West India. Hiroshima to this day remains crime against. Yeah, that was a big crime against humanity, especially since Hiroshima was a major civilian center. But I've been to Japan. I love it. I love Japanese food. Most of my friends are in Japan. If it wasn't for the fact that Dan was taking the dog to those French islands, I'm going to be honest, Dan, I would totally just fly off to Japan. I'd stay there because, like, Japan's probably alongside France, my favorite country in the world. And I love the Japanese. I love the culture. I love the history. Man, I wish I stayed. There are days I wish I stayed out there. Other days I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I came back as Jet. Season 1 was based off Zyuranger. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you, actually, because I often forget the original name for the Sentai series. So thanks for always. I appreciate when people actually post Zyuranger as a reminder, because like then I remember the name.
I think it was Zyuranger that. What happened was the Yellow Ranger during production, I think it's that series, died.
Oh God, that's terrible.
And in the next couple of episodes, they decided, okay, what do we do? They decided to kill off the character in a heroic fashion to honor the actor, and then replace the Sentai member.
I'm 31, so I'm allowed out until 7 p.m. God, that's hilarious. Thank you. They should do a new series where the Power Rangers save Hiroshima back in time. I never thought of that. That's an interesting. And the East triumphs. Well, I don't know. Never really thought about that. That would come with all sorts of consequences. I'm just thinking about all the ramifications. Okay, so now Japan had already surrendered. So the same events might happen historically, except the atomic bomb might be dropped over on the continent against the Soviets. I wouldn't want it dropped in Korea. It might be dropped in somewhere in China or in Manchuria. I honestly don't know what would happen. Probably a bit controversial, though. Yeah, I guess. I'm just busy going over it in my head, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I don't typically deal in what ifs with modern history and whatnot. Not typically. But if you want, okay. Means politically neutral. That's true.
I agree with that.
Yeah, imagine if they did a Power Rangers series where they saved worlders. I don't know. I think I like Power Rangers divorced from like a lot of current day stuff, like politics and world leaders, or even historical ones.
Hot button topics, I don't think it's a good place to go.
Yeah, Marvel did that in the 60s, and that was never something I was on board with Marvel doing to an extent. And even DC did that a little, but
You know what? If people want that, people should have that. I don't know. I think it's okay. No. White Ranger.
no.
White Ranger is a force of the powers are supposed to be divinity, and Hitler's was evil. So I don't think that could work, to be quite honest. Season 2 continued to use the Zeo Ranger costumes. However, the Zords were from Die Ranger, which the Thunder Zords was my favorite. Oh, thanks. I didn't know any of that. See, I don't know much about the Super Sentai series. And maybe Legacy of Nerd, I think it was. I'm just going to scroll up to find him. Or her. I'm sorry if I don't know what your sex is. I'm going to have to look up your channel. The Legacy of Nerd. Maybe he could fill in the details on some of that as well. Like,
we're not. We haven't seen
Zeo Ranger or anything. But maybe I think there are other Power Ranger YouTubers who cover Super Sentai. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen that in passing in the feed, and because when I switch over to the Power Ranger Corner channel, sometimes I see the feed stuff, and it's nothing but Power Rangers because we do Power Ranger content. And I watch Nakia Bursa and the Catherine actress.
Catherine Hillard.
No, Hillard is the actual character, but her name
Catherine
is
Sutherland.
Something like that. But she's those. I just watch their videos, and we get a lot of Power Ranger stuff. So, yeah. But anyways, thanks, Rob Kiersey. Always appreciate that stuff. It's really helpful, and I like learning about Super Sentai. I don't know if I'll ever have time to watch it, but that'd be cool. It is cool to learn stuff. What's the flashing light at the door? Someone having a rave or something? What flashing light at the door? Might just be the sun or something. It's raining outside where we are. Sorry if it's flashing a little.
I see what it is.
There's nothing that could be canceled in there this time. Oh, okay. I never heard anything about that. I prayed to Zordon before patrol. To rule the world. Even Zed and Dark Spectre are better people than. Yeah. Can we get off the politics, please? Like,
we're not comfortable with it.
yeah.
We get stressed enough about it as it is.
Yeah. Power Rangers is escapism. Although this is not directed at Rob Kiersey. But I appreciate your passion about what you believe in. Porter 1992. Do continue to believe in what you believe in and love what you love. Same for where is he? Formal Goose Foundation and all the rest. We're just not really into that, into politics. At least when we're in Power Ranger mode, because like we're fairly simple-minded. When we focus on one topic, we have a hard time moving. Well, you guys saw the X-Men moment. We both face planted right there. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, Legacy of Nerd. Zeo Ranger equals NPR, yeah. O Ranger, Zeo
right.
Ranger. Oh.
All right.
Thunder Zords were from Die Ranger. Yeah, Rob Kiersey said that. He's much, much smarter about that. Ninja Zords were from Kaku Ranger. Oh, cool. Thanks.
And I know that Turbo is from Car Ranger.
That was actually a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, it's okay, Porter. Don't apologize.
Don't worry.
No politics. I'll go back to core Power Ranger. It's okay, my friend. We really appreciate.
We don't mind segueing, but
we really appreciate your
passion,
but also you respecting our request. So thank you. Hats off to you for being such a great gent about things. I put the new Rainbow Rangers promo footage as my display picture for you. Just taking a look at that. Huh. Actually, the colors look nice. Just the background colors, like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. 100% agree. Tries to talk to me about bedroom talk in the bedroom. I tell her it's only Power Ranger talk. Oh God.
If that's your bedroom talk, that must be rather interesting.
Are we talking politics? Power Rangers is above. Yeah. Yeah, in some ways, yeah. I think Power Rangers is meant to uplift people and inspire them. And so that we, like in some ways that's what it anyways. Yeah, now I'm getting into it. Kaku Ranger had an awesome theme. Someone took the theme and dubbed it over MMMPR season 3 opening. Really? I gotta listen to that. I didn't know that. Okay. I gotta look up this Kaku Ranger theme.
I know
The Japanese have great music.
I know that there was actually one of the later series, I think in the 2010s, where here it is, they'd activate their morpher. The morpher would actually say, "It's morphin' time."
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, I wish I actually had more time for Sentai. I'll tell you the best bit. What you know about the directors? One episode from all the series out there. Which would you pick and why? Okay, I don't know much about the directors either, but which episode from all the series out there would you pick as our favorite? And the director. As far as the director goes, I don't know anything about that. Favorite.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I'll call my son Morph. I kind of think maybe stick to a more regular name, but if it's what you want, do what you want. I'm totally buzzing for the new Power Rangers Fortnite collaboration. Oh, I didn't even know that was coming out.
Same.
Gotta go, guys. Other than the Hitler stuff from the chat, the stream was great. Take it easy. Yeah, you too. Yeah, the Hitler stuff was weird. But yeah, thank you. We're glad you appreciate it and enjoyed it. Take care, Legacy of Nerd. Favorite. Okay, yeah. All right. All right. So since we're not familiar with a lot of the Power Ranger directors, we're probably going to restrict it to that. I honestly never kept track. But as for favorite episode of all times,
Okay, Dad.
there's so many great Power Ranger episodes.
Yeah.
I really like the what's the name of it? Tommy's got that dream sequence with all the different powers he's had. I really love that episode. It's so thematic. I love the metaphysical aspect, and I love him interacting with the White Ranger abilities, the Green Ranger abilities, and the Zeo abilities. I really love that. On the other hand, there's White Light, which I love.
It's like when there's Lord Zed first coming.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is so hard.
Yeah. It's like
I don't know if I can pick one,
I agree. I mean, there's plenty of episodes,
but I'm gonna go with that one episode from Dino Thunder.
Oh God.
So I'll just choose one no matter what.
I'm gonna go in the classic Lost Galaxy thing. The sword fight between Leo and Trakina.
That one ranks up there as well.
Because that fight goes down in legend.
I love that sword fight. Sorry for interrupting. That's such a great one. I check my DP. That Cross Ranger powers is next level. Oh. Fair enough. Favorite villain? Ivan Ooze. I think either him or Lord Zed.
There's some good ones. Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, Ivan Ooze is so great. Sleep in one Ranger costume after they film. Okay, that'd be creepy. Like, they already wore it. That'd be creepy. Okay, but let's say sleep in just any costume. Yeah, Porter is right. Ew. All sweaty. Yeah, I know.
But let's say it's not sweaty. We'll go with that. Let's say it's not sweaty, and we could pick one costume to sleep in of all the colors. Well, we know Dan would be Lost Galaxy Red. I'm gonna say maybe Red Turbo.
Maybe blue, space blue.
Revo. I think Revo appeared last time. Hello, Revo. Welcome.
Oh,
Costume.
That would be very uncomfortable to sleep
But I
in.
just imagined in his sleep, Red Ranger, you have lost in your sleep. Oh God, I love Goldar.
Probably for me, Master Vile in the metallic armor. The Zord fight alone was killer. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I don't really like Zord fights, but that fight was awesome. Filming one scene, you'd be sweating more than my bits in Zahar and Heat. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you if you're slightly uncomfortable there. But yeah, Goldar. Oh God, Goldar was just. I love Goldar as a character. You missed your chance, Red Ranger. Goldar. You guys have a PO box? Yeah. Although it's attached to our mail. But we've not yet given out our PO box.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, if there's something you want to send us, we'll have to actually think about it. But it's either that, or you might have to wait till we're in France, or those French islands, I should say. We might get a PO box out there, and you know what? We'll probably share that one when the time comes, because everybody's housing out there is pretty public. So
Yeah.
if you want to send us something, maybe wait till August. Thoughts on Silver Ranger? The costume was awesome.
Which Silver Ranger?
I'm thinking maybe in space. Costume was awesome.
Oh, yeah. That was a really good costume.
Favorite theme tune? Oh, this one's hard. I don't know. I can't sing the whole darn thing. Maybe Stronger Than Before. I can't sing.
That's which
Go Power Rangers.
Right.
They are called Zeo. Stronger Than Before. That one. I love that theme. Now, honestly, I prefer Mighty Morphin to Zeo, but that theme is metal. Like,
Yeah. Light speed rescue.
oh, that one's awesome too. Oh, cool. Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna it'd probably be easier to wait for us to move and send it, and we'll get a PO box out there. And
Mm-hmm. And we'd rather deal with that in private message.
yeah,
So be open to private message, whether
probably on Twitter or something.
on Twitter, Twitch, or even YouTube.
But that said, YouTube doesn't do private messages.
Right.
But I was going to say, that said, it'll also be cheaper to send it to us when we're on those French islands if you're in the United States. Because mailing stuff into Canada costs a lot. I ended up ordering Solomon Kane and Cull complete books, and the original price was supposed to be up to $30, but with packaging and everything, and like just getting it into Canada is like an extra $30. So those French islands, I think, will be cheaper. So I'm just trying to say, like, let's save on costs for you, Formal Goose Foundation. So, but if you can't wait, message us on Twitter, or you know what? I'm going to post in the chat our Twitter account. This way, like, people know to find us, because people are we keep saying find us on Twitter, and you know what? It's not very polite of us to. All right, here's our Twitter. You can message us there. And yeah, hopefully this helps. And if you don't have Twitter, okay, I'll need to think of something. You could probably private message us here on Twitch. I think Twitch does private message. I bet Goldar cried himself to sleep after losing to Tommy over And over the yeah.
I think he cried even harder when Kim beat him.
Good attempt.
Yeah.
So I've not watched any episodes for a while. If you had to recommend a series I go back to, what would you suggest? Mighty Morphin. But if you don't want the excessive corn and cheese of Mighty Morphin, Lost Galaxies.
I'd say Lightspeed Rescue is also a good one to start at.
Well, yeah, I just mean like Lost Galaxy is better because you go from Lost Galaxy into Lightspeed Rescue.
That's fair.
Yeah, so like I'd say either Lost Galaxy or Mighty Morphin season 1. You go because you have like at least 2 seasons which are perfect. Mighty Morphin season 3, I'd say give it a skip. Zeo's pretty good, and then you got you've got what was afterwards. Turbo's pretty fun. I know it gets like I haven't seen it in 20 years, but I remember it being pretty fun. And the Turbo movie's pretty solid. And then you've got In Space, and then you've got Lost Galaxy, then you've got Lightspeed Rescue. You got some pretty good seasons all back to back. Who'd win in a fight out of Pink and Yellow? Which Pink and Yellow? There's probably a bigger following than you realize. Yeah. We have Mighty Morphin Club at my local bar. Oh, that is so cool. Good for you, Porter. Oh, you were so blessed. Your local bar must be a great place. I wonder if it's called the Juice Bar.
What's strange about this, Tommy?
Tommy. Yeah, canonically, I'm pretty sure it's Tommy. But if it's like the next strongest, I'm not sure. In Space, I tell them to check out. Yeah, In Space is also a rock solid one because you go from In Space to Lost Galaxy to Lightspeed Rescue. That's a few solid seasons. I mean, the Psycho Rangers.
Sure. Between I think Lost Galaxy. No, it's after Lightspeed that it's Time Force.
Yeah. Which Power Ranger would you sleep with? Okay, I've never been asked or thought about this question too much. Okay. Let me think. Okay, I'm trying to think. My brain's not really working.
I would probably be a toss-up between Kendricks or Donna.
Probably Donna. I'll go with Donna. She's already an adult.
Yeah.
So it's legal. I'm kidding. Actually, Donna, because like she's very attractive and she's really smart. I really like her brains.
Yeah, and that's also why I choose Kendricks.
Depends long distance. Pink, close quarter combat, yellow. Yeah. I think it's Mighty Morphin. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's Kim or Aisha. That's a close one. I don't know. That's my straight answer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you watch some Power Ranger episode videos on StreamoFest? Could be cool and fun. Is that something people would want?
I mean, sure, we might be able to do some at a later date, but we'd really have to organize for that and whatnot.
We'd have to get a new camera.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, if that's what people want, I could set up a poll over in the community tab on our YouTube channel. So Jason never broke Bulk's bench press record, which is quite impressive, over 1,000. Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
A toss-up? Yeah, I think so. Sleeping with a Power Ranger is simple. Staying awake. Now that is something else. Okay, that's a pretty good joke. With Pink at long distance. What? Go. What is that? Asian Ranger. Hello, welcome. Sheldon, if you would collect... Who's Sheldon? If you would collect a sample of a Power Ranger's hair, who would it be? Why would I collect their hair?
Some people...
I wouldn't do that.
You know what? I don't know. It's not my thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I would 100% do watch along. Oh, okay.
Okay. I know it is a thing, but...
Oh, really? Okay.
There are many different kinds of tubers that kind of do that.
Okay, that's news to me. Maybe we should. That's okay. That would be a thing to do. Okay. I think Philosopher Games, a very popular YouTube channel, has done that. I'd have to ask him how he set that up. And you know what? How about I just note that down because Dan and I have some memory stuff. I'll just do this. Watch along. I'll just because I don't know how everything works with that. So I'll have to ask some of my other YouTuber friends how to set that up, and they could help out. They could actually help me figure it out. I was referring to the battle between yellow and pink. Pink Ranger is a bow. Yeah. Yeah, but now if it's Kim versus Trini, I might give it to Kim. But if it's Aisha, this one's tough. I don't know. It's a toss-up. A lot of the seasons are here on YouTube. That's where I finally watched the full Dino Thunder season. I know. Yeah. I love that they're all right there. My hope is that maybe in a few months, when we're in France, maybe we could order just a bunch of box sets because we have all the episodes of Mighty Morphin. I'd want the box sets of at least probably my favorite seasons. I'd want at least I'd want at least Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, and Dino Thunder. I really love those. Although, because we got a few episodes here and there of each of the seasons. Generally, we've got all of Mighty Morphin. When we go to do the Zeo reviews, we're watching a few of them for the reviews and we're recording, and I'm having it. It's a long while to edit them all. Mostly we're watching it on YouTube. I not just get YouTube up now and watch a few videos on our sure thing. Watching an episode on the TV behind you. Not right now, because this is supposed to be a once and always Ranger thing. But you know what? At some point we're gonna set that up, and yeah, actually we could probably set that up easily enough. So
once we have the time, we could easily do that.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that with all the setup of some of the other YouTubers, but that could work, I guess. Although, what season would people want us to watch? There was an 18 rated channel doing adult Ranger videos. Any kind of fun, to be honest. Oh yeah, I heard about that. GDF did not like that.
I could understand why.
Yeah.
Fair.
Bulk and Skull have a catering company. Oh yeah, I saw that. That was awesome. Would have been nice to see them in once and always. Maybe putties could have attacked their employees. Oh yeah, and the Rangers come to the rescue. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Just checked your Twitter and great content, but I see no Power Rangers. Oh yeah, I must have forgotten to post Power Ranger stuff there. I do sometimes post the Power Ranger videos. It's been a while because it's so many videos since. But yeah, let me just. Thanks for the reminder. I actually like reminders. I'm forgetful by nature. I thought I posted the live stream there. I guess I didn't. My memory's been terrible today because I didn't get any sleep. Here, let me just post this. With our once and always Ranger typing. Sorry about that. Actually, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna actually have to post up old Battle for the Grid. I should add that tag. In 90s. Oh, I can't type. All right, there, it's up. Now, I'm gonna have to probably start posting older videos. I'm thinking maybe I'll just repost old content.
Mm-hmm.
In between, like every day, I'll post a new Power Ranger, an older Power Ranger video until the next Power Ranger video, which, like I said, I'm thinking we should perhaps do a Lost Galaxy thing next. I know I said in the community tab, shot for shot analysis. What we're going to do is record a bunch of Power Ranger videos all at once, because we tend to do it in a big, like we tend to record for like an hour or two, a bunch of videos. And we're going to basically do a bunch of horror and Power Ranger and at least, I think, probably 2 fantasy videos for next week. And I'm then going to have to edit. And I'll try to rush out at least, well, I've got time this week to edit the next Power Ranger video and try to get out the next Lost Galaxy video, because we haven't done a Lost Galaxy video in forever and a day. Thank you for your contribution to the community. Oh, it's a pleasure.
Thank you
It's
very
an honor.
much.
I don't think we're not making as much of a contribution as others, but any little bit we can do to help and keep Power Rangers alive, we're doing our job. And you know what? You guys make it possible. You guys are the real community in keeping everything alive. So without you, we wouldn't even have a channel. So this channel is your fault / you get the credit. Lord Zed's first attack on the Rangers brought the challenge to a whole new level. Yeah. He destroyed them with little effort. More strategy, even took their Zords down. Oh, yeah. That was
'cause
awesome.
one of his strategies was monster after monster after monster after monster.
Mm.
And it wore down on some of the Rangers.
Yeah. Okay. So I agree with the guy above. You put up now. We're going to need at some point moderators. Len, I'd love to talk with you guys about it. We're actually thinking of ending the stream in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supper time is
just around the corner where we are. So maybe next time, Porter, if that works for you, we don't mind chatting with you. Maybe we could set up another stream next week, and we can chat. Like, yeah,
I've mentioned you could private message us.
Yes, old content will work nicely. Okay, glad you approve, Revo. If you had to liken Power Rangers to a novel, which would it be? Okay, I got to think about a novel. Okay, I don't know. Maybe Lord Jim or something. No, not Lord Jim. Treasure Island. Treasure Island. Your favorite Power Ranger content creators? We don't keep track. So maybe Legacy of the Nerd. He was right here. He was just here just now. I don't know any others.
Me neither. I probably should go and check out more.
Yeah, that is correct. Okay. The hell, man. Yeah. No, certain stuff for your image if you want to. Like, honestly, what the hell was that? Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually just gonna do one quick thing. No, can't. I was thinking maybe. Okay, I need to figure out how to set someone up as a moderator over on Twitch. Because I think we're going to need one.
Yeah.
And maybe one for R2 for YouTube. I hadn't thought about it, but because we're so small, I'll be a mod if you want. All right, Formal Goose Foundation. All right. We'll have to set you up. I'll research that on my time. Yeah, we'll definitely promote you. Can you give mods? I don't know. I think you can. Can you make mods on Twitch? Let's see. Add a user as a. Okay, you can. So it'll require a bit more research for a tech stupid moron like me. I've reported that person. Thank you, Porter1992. I appreciate that. Okay. Let me see. And then my name. Okay. So let's see. Formal Goose Foundation. Let's see. Will this work? I hope I did it right. Like I said.
Oh, I think
An error occurred. Wait a moment, then try again.
Okay.
What the heck happened? Okay. When will we be streaming again? Okay.
Generally for
My new work schedule. I'm working for a portion of this week, for a good portion of this week. But I have the weekend off this week, so that's my schedule this week.
because normally we did stream Power Rangers on
Sunday.
Sunday.
So probably next
Oh,
Sunday.
okay.
Copy this. All right. I'll just do this.
Oh,
Oh, can't. All right. Thank you. I'll just do it manually. Loose foundation. Let's hope I didn't screw that up. Honestly, that person, what the hell? I screwed it up.
we'll have to do more research. Sorry.
Never explained to his students why he ate that trashy food and behaved like a pig. Any open ends. Yeah. Explained his goal. Gave him a cold shoulder. Just let it slide. Yeah. Season 3. So can make it to get more if you want. And if you want. Sure. Actually, I'm going to end the live stream now.
We're pretty much
What are we having for supper? Probably hot dogs.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and potatoes. I love potatoes. I love
Yeah.
cooked potatoes. So do take care, everyone. Hopefully for Power Rangers, we'll see you guys next week. We'll think of a topic for our stream. Thanks for your time, guys. Hey, don't mention it.
And thank you for your time.
Great content. Thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate the kindness. Bye, guys. Remain vigilant. We will. And remember, Rangers.